Now last time I logged off, I did leave off in an amazing spot, but of course I got offline. And while I was farming back to try to get back to where I was before, I ran into this guy named Phoenix. Now what he doesn't realize was that he raided me when I was offline. I found out because his base is directly next to mine. But we ended up teaming. I let him come see my base and he took me to his base. And of course, we go inside and I noticed the kids that were in my base. But it was whatever, a new teammate. Now something that I didn't mention about Phoenix was that the reason we teamed up was because we both wanted to get rid of this base. When I was trying to farm back up, they raided me, so we teamed up to raid this base. Okay, they didn't really have much outside, but it's all about what was behind this door. Okay, there wasn't really anything back here either. But at least we did get rid of somebody that was trying to get us. So, that helps. So after we finished that, we saw this naked running by, and then we headed home, deposited our stuff, and then we locked off for a little bit. Now a few hours later, we hop back on, and then we get killed by this random guy named William. Now, I cut this out, but he killed me a couple times before, so this made me think that he was the one that owned the base in the corner. And I thought that was a teammate because I knew it was a duo. After that, I just decided to run around with a bow from my spawn point, and then this happened. And after a couple pointless fights, I decided that it was time to head home with the new loot that I found, but Omar had different plans. Yeah, Omar, I hate you. But after that, we decided to go check on the base in the corner because we thought that William lived in it, and we noticed that it was reinforced, and as we walked up, we heard the footsteps.
Thou shalt show no fear. In the mighty eyes of the Lord I shall hold my post. This is where I made my stand. I shall not abandon my post. I am my perimeter. And my perimeter is me. I am my perimeter. My perimeter is me. Where I made my stand. I shall not abandon my post. I am my perimeter.
And my gun broke. And after dying to them a bunch of times pointlessly, we decided that we would just door camp them instead, because that's much funner. But for some odd reason, they thought it was an amazing idea to call in a care package, so we waited for it. Of course, we just adopted this random person. But I forgot Phoenix doesn't like people. And weren't we happy. That was an amazing care package that we got for absolutely no reason. It was really nice of them though. They just wanted to keep hand delivering us stuff. Like they just wanted to make it so we didn't have to raid them. For some reason, they thought it was a great idea to just give me all their C4s. You know, I didn't realize till right now, but Wildrum did live in that base the whole time. I started to think that it was someone else. Because I knew LK Goober, but I wasn't sure about Wildrum. Now we did farm them for a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but they just kept bringing us stuff. So we finally just finished up depositing our stuff, and then we decided it was time. So I went ahead and boosted up my teammate, because for some reason we could not make this jump even though I did it earlier. Now I want you to take note of these bottle caps. You see, okay, look. You see how I dropped them right there? Tell me why he walks back up to me and says, caps? So, 2,900 bottle caps just despawned. And after a while of fighting, I decided it was time to go back to my base. And I met this guy. Sadly, we did never find him, so we just had to move on. So after picking up this kit, I decided it was time to go use my purple and pink cards. So we headed over to military, and we just ran through it. Sadly, I didn't get a care package, but I decided it was time to go use my bottle caps. Yeah, after this one win, I lost everything. But I'm not gonna make you sit there and watch it, because I lost it in like 500 increments. Now I did spend a lot of time on working on this video. I went through like 30 hours of footage at least. I know it might not still be the best, but I really would appreciate if you subscribe or just leave a like, because it does help me and I am still learning about content creation. Now after fighting people for a while and raiding, I decided that I need to build a base because there was too many people that knew where I lived at. And I found this perfect island. Just one problem, I don't know how to build bases. And after spending a little bit of time making it metal, I got bored. So I went back to purple gear. And pink. But this time, I got a care package. So I went to an island, picked up my care package because there was like nobody online. And I was kind of disappointed. And with that, that was the end of day 3. Now moving on to day 4, it got a little bit worse. But we went back to our base, filled it up with some doors. I did make it 3 layers total, but I cut it out because I didn't want to make audio watch that. Filled it with doors so it would be harder to raid. Made the middle steel. I did end up going for a bunker base. I went outside, layered the stone walls so people couldn't just blow through it. And I decided it was time to get rid of my neighbors. Now, was it worth raiding? I mean, I got to fill my base that I built with loot. So it was a win, and they gave me a bunch of stone to finish up the walls and make the gates. So it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. So I headed back to the mainland. I heard a base being raided, so I decided to go check it out. Now that player is Buxton Shrimp. He will be back. Now we started to go for a raid, but we did know that they were online because we do know who the players are. Now, I kid you not, I was stuck in this hole for about 6 minutes. But of course, my teammate has to disconnect mid-raid. So I have to just wait. Now at this point, it's been about 20 minutes and he has not come back. So I just start to raid. And would you look who it is? Buxton Shrimp. I had to get my revenge. They waited outside the base for 30 minutes. Just let that be known. Now Buxton was starting to get a little bit mad, and it was really funny, because I am still new to this game. But he's calling me trash saying we were scared to push him, but we raided in his face. So we went home, we just deposited everything. We were pretty stacked right now. It felt nice. Now I was at my base and I noticed that there was a care package called, but it was just in the middle of the water. So I went to go check out the nearest base and I was just gonna door camp him because I'm low-key a horrible person. But then I started to realize there was nobody there. So then I decided to go back to my base, get a diving tank, go pick up the care package, and holy was it worth it. The care packages in 5x, it hit so much better. But in case if he was just, I thought he was just wasting a care package, so I decided to go raid him. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. And was this base loaded? I could not believe the stuff that was in it. I just went back to my base, deposited everything. Now I found this crate. Sorry, no, not this one. This crate. And holy, I have never seen half of these bits before, so I was ecstatic right now. But on top of that, I found 7 C4s. I was really happy. So I went home, deposited everything, went back, blew up his TC. Then after I took it back, I logged off for the night. And sadly, I got on, not the day, but the day after, and I was raided.